What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Castle Clash. So one thing you might notice in the background is I managed to get the music working on BlueStacks, but there's still no sound effects, so that kind of stinks. But hey, at least we got the music. Alright, so first things first, we have a couple things to do over here. I've completed an achievement, which is win 10 arena battles. And the next one is win 200. That will take quite a while. But I've also farmed some Tapjoy. And this is probably as far as I'm going in Tapjoy because it can take a while. Like, this took quite a while to get to 600, and it's worth it. And the main reason I did it was for the 10,000 honor badges. And I didn't do it today. I did it yesterday, so I already claimed the daily one so that it didn't reset before I claimed it. But I waited to claim these two on camera. So you can see we got the blue slime, and now we have 3,000 gems to get Painda. Now, that's not really worth it. Painda's not really that great. And the only reason you'd want to do that is because you get 20,000 honor badges. But 3,000 gems, not something I'm probably going to do. I'm not going to farm it on Tapjoy. And we're not going to buy gems either. So, probably not going to get these ever. However, now you can see we have 16,000 HB, which is good because these guys are both nearly level 40, and Angel is also level 32. I'm going to go ahead and consume the slime to ninja, try to get his skill to 3 of 9, and then I'll start working on champ. Alright, so you can also see from all that farming, we have a lot of gems. We have 952. Now, what I'm going to do first and foremost is I want to spend 500 and get a third builder. It is super helpful to have that extra builder. And I'm going to set him to start on Mana Vault. Now, one thing you might notice is we now have Town Hall level 8, which means we have all these buildings that you see here. Got another Mana Mill, another Gold Mine, 5 Hero Altars, and a bunch of other stuff. All the other stuff we had. We also have a bunch of walls, which I have all at level 3 and this road to level 4. And we now have the option to open up the quest board. So, we're going to need some more gold to open up the quest board. As you can see, it says it costs 10,000 gold. So I'm going to quickly get that, and then we'll open up the quest board, and I'll show you all about that. Alright guys, we can now upgrade the quest, or open up the quest board, and you can see that took 10,000 gold. And now you have this quest board that you can click on, and it shows you have quests. Alright, so basically what the quest board is, it has different quests, and you need to complete the quests to get rewards. Now, the higher your might, the more quests you have, and eventually you can have up to 10 quests a day, which gets you better and better rewards as you have more quests. Now you can see it's telling me to destroy a Mana Vault, and it's telling me to destroy 16 of them. This one, it says donate the required amount of shards to a guild. And the recruitment is donate a ranged attack troop. So it says I need 240 points. And if I donate these guys, which I'll go ahead and just do real quick, donate 15 of them, and then I have completed that quest and I can now redeem the rewards. Now you also get these rewards if you complete more than one quest. So at 2 quests I'll get 70 honor badges, and at 3 quests I'll get some experience books, which I will show you after I complete them. So I'm not going to make you sit through me raiding and destroying 16 Mana Vaults, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, when you have a quest available for completion, basically one that you've completed and you're ready to get your rewards, you can see it has a question mark above the quest board to let you know that you completed a quest, and you can now redeem your rewards for it. So now that we did that, we can now redeem the honor badges as well. Alright, so the next quest says donate the required amount of shards to a guild. Now the thing is, I'm not in a guild. So I'm going to show you how to complete these. It's not available for autocomplete. That is interesting. Usually what you can do is click this and spend 10 gems and then autocomplete it, but this one I guess is not because it gives me gems in return. I'm not quite sure. But I'm not in a guild, so I won't be able to complete that until I am in a guild. So I'm going to have to try to get in a guild between this episode and next so that I can do the guild quests when I need to. Alright, so from all that raiding to destroy those, Ninja and Champion have reached level 40. So I'm going to want to upgrade them to level 3 stars, but you can see it requires 50 flame. Now, if you go into my dungeons, it says right here I only have 42, which means that I'll have to complete new dungeons, like this one, which we'll just run real quick. And if I complete this dungeon, I'll get 3 more flames. And I need to get to 50 so that I can upgrade these heroes. So let's quickly run this dungeon. And I dropped over on this side because it seems like the side that's closest to the heroes, so I'll be able to get my units to attack the heroes quicker than if I went on this side and went through all these buildings. Now I have restoration just in case I need it. But as you saw right there, Ninja was getting pretty low, but Angel just healed him up, so I don't think I'm going to need restoration on this dungeon at all. And you can see we completed that only losing 1 hunter. And if we go over here, you can see I now have 45 flames. And so one thing that I wanted to know is these dungeons with the blue tower on the side. Before they updated the graphics, which added the blue tower, there used to be skulls on the dungeons, and so they're called skull dungeons. So when someone's talking about a skull dungeon, they're talking about the ones with the blue towers, and these have a higher drop chance, or a higher drop rate of shards than if you were to do a regular dungeon. So they have a better chance of getting shards if you do those, which means that I'm probably gonna go into this dungeon, and eventually, every time I have dungeon chances, I'll just tackle this dungeon and keep doing that over and over and over and try to get shards. The reason I want to get shards is because, as you can see, I have 65 shards right now, and I want a shard farm for Thunder God. Now, most people might say the first one you always want to shard farm is Druid, which is the healer, the legendary healer that I was talking about. But I'm going to shard farm for Thunder God. And the reason I'm shard farming for Thunder God is because in daily rewards, you can see in 30 days, I'm going to get a Druid. And in 21, I'm going to get a Paladin. So that means in 30 days, I'm going to get a Druid anyway. So the first one you always want to get is Druid. And since we're going to get them from daily, just logging in every day from our daily reward, then the second one you always want to get is Thunder God, which means that you're going to want to shard farm Thunder God. Now he is 2,200 shards, which means he's going to take a while. But coming up in an episode that's going to be pretty soon, hopefully, we're going to start doing the HBM, or Here Be Monsters, which basically sends 5 waves of monsters and heroes at your base, and if you survive, you get shards as well as experience. And sometimes you can get gold and mana as well. And it's a good way to get a lot of shards. If you do A and you complete it, you can move on to B, C, D, E. It gets really hard though. With each jump, it's a lot harder than the previous one. So we're going to try to do A, which gives you 10 shards every time you complete it. And as you can see right up here, you have 6 chances to complete it. You can hold 6 chances, and once you complete it, you will have to wait, I believe it's 3 hours for another chance. So it's 3 hours for another chance, which means basically you could have around 8 chances a day if you are crazy about it and do it all 24 hours. But I'm going to quickly do a couple more dungeons, and I'm going to get to 50 flame, and then we'll upgrade these two heroes. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got just above the 50 fire, or 50 flame mark. Completed the first one of Dungeon 2, so we're now working on that. And if you guys were wondering, there is 8 dungeons, and they increase in difficulty quite substantially. In Dungeon 8, all the dungeons are skull dungeons. So basically every single dungeon has a high chance to drop shards, and it drops around 30 to 40 shards in different dungeons in Dungeon 8. Alright, so also I used all my chances and just went to this dungeon here and tried to farm some shards. And in doing that, Angel is also now level 40. So let's go ahead and upgrade these guys. It's going to cost 50 flames. You don't lose the flames, you just have to have beaten enough dungeons to get 50 flames. It's going to take 3,000 honor badges and 30,000 gold. And we got him now. Alright. And let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll do Angel as well. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We'll claim that. Have a 3-star hero. We got it. We actually have some extra gems. So, since we already bought that builder, let's go ahead and use these to roll for some heroes. Let's do the singular one. An assassin. A crystal ooze. And Cyclops. Cyclops is one of the ones I wanted, so yes. That is perfect. So we're going to consume the crystal ooze. We'll look at the assassin. That's actually a pretty good talent for the assassin. It's actually a really good talent for the assassin. Let's see what the Cyclops has. Deadly Strike, 10% chance to deal 3 times more damage. 1 of 5. Not the greatest. He's got Coma, Revive, and Heavy Blow. Or Heavy Blow as well for this one. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to keep the assassin. I want to keep my might low. So I'm going to go ahead and consume the assassin to ninja. So now we got a 4-man team. Awesome. Got Cyclops. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and get Engineer as well with shards. Ordinaries are pretty cheap with shards, pretty easy to get. So we're going to go ahead and get Engineer. So now we have a 5-hero team. And we're going to need that for doing the Hero monsters when we start doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Angel. And once these guys get to 20, we're going to get them to 40. Try to focus on these guys, get them to 60 and then 80. Because HB honor badges, that's going to become a problem pretty soon. So let's go ahead and with the extra gold, just do that. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Just a quick little update on stuff as well as checking out the quest system. I wish I could show you the XP books, but I'm not in a guild yet. So maybe I'll work on getting in a guild before next episode so that we can complete some more quests. Also, quests reset every certain amount of time. You have a certain amount of time to complete the quests. If you don't complete them in that amount of time, the quest will reset. And also, if you complete all the quests, redeem your reward, you'll have an 8-hour cooldown for quests, which means that you could, if you were really trying to, you could get 3 quest boards in for each day, which would be pretty crazy. You'd have to time it perfectly, but it is possible because if you complete your quest real fast, 8-hour cooldown, complete the quest, 8-hour cooldown, complete the quests. And then the next day you can do the same thing. But guys, next time we'll start doing some more, hopefully I'll get some more upgrades going, get my guys leveled up, and maybe we'll start trying to do an HBM run. With all these walls, we should be able to set up a base for that. But But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, helps out a lot, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you guys next time.